Spike Island is home to the Fine Arts course, which includes all 3 years of BA Fine Art, as well as Art and Writing and the Masters in Fine Art programme. Here you will find all your course staff, as well as studio technicians to help you with your studio practice. Spike Island is a part of City Campus, which includes Bower Ashton and Arnolfini. When working in the studio, it is your responsibility to maintain your studio space in a condition that enables you to work, does not contravene safety regulations, and does not inhibit the work of others. Store your materials safely, leave nothing around that could fall and cause injury or cause a tripping hazard. Remember to always keep walkways clear and store chemicals in the cosh cupboard. More on that later. There should always be a studio technician around to help you if you have any questions. Within the space, there are 3 studio areas for levels 1, 2, and 3, which you will move through as you progress through the course. Here you will have space to work on your individual practice as well as share and discuss ideas. There are also 3 project spaces which you will have workshops and seminars in. You can book these spaces to try out installation and exhibition ideas or group projects. We also have a computer room, a common room with a kitchen, a dark space, wood workshop, and the tech office. Please familiarise yourself with the nearest exit and escape route. These are situated at the entrance to the studios, through the pink doors, through the workshop area, through the level 1 space, and at the end of the corridor. If you discover a fire, please press a red call point to sound the alarm and calmly evacuate the building via your nearest exit. Call points can be found next to every emergency exit door. Please ensure you don't stop to collect personal belongings, you don't use the lift, you close all fire doors behind you, and you do not return to the building until you are told it is safe to do so. When you exit the studios via the emergency exit, convene at the muster point. The muster point is situated outside McColl's Corner Shop on Cumberland Road, but make sure you are standing well away from the front of the shop. Spike Island is a large and busy building with lots of artists, practitioners and businesses. Please evacuate safely and calmly. There are weekly fire alarm tests which take place between 8:30 and 9 am and are a short burst of noise. There is no need to evacuate during these tests. When you're in the studio, we do not allow any naked flames. This includes things like matches, lighters or blowtorches. You can use these sorts of tools, but you must only do so in the fabrication workshops at Bower Ashton. Naked flames are a major fire hazard and are not permitted to be used in the studios at all. Just consider how much paper, card, canvas, wood, chemicals and other flammable things there are around. We need to ensure that the studios can be walked through safely, and in the event of an emergency that there is free access for evacuation and access for the emergency services. This is why we encourage everyone to keep their studio areas clear and tidy. Do not put work, materials, tools, equipment, or any personal belongings in the way of walkways or exits, even for a moment. You never know when an emergency might happen. We also want you to remember that you share your studios with other people, so be considerate of others and keep your area clean and tidy. Spray paints are not permitted to be used either inside or outside Spike Studios. If you would like to use spray paints, please talk to the student project coordinators about using the dedicated spray booth at Bower Ashton. If you do have spray paint to store at Spike Island, please use the yellow cosh cabinet in the workshop. COSH stands for the Control of Substances Hazardous to Health. This could be any product containing chemicals, fumes, dusts, vapours, mists, nanotechnologies, and asphyxiating gases. For you, this probably means aerosols like spray paint, solvents like turpentine or white spirit, or anything with a warning symbol. While some of these are allowed in the studio, they must be used and stored safely. The COSH cabinet is the yellow cabinet in the corner of the wood workshop next to the tech office. All COSH items must be stored here when not in use. That means any aerosols, anything with a flammable symbol or any warning label. This includes things like hairsprays, spray paints or spray mounts. COSH items must be labelled and dated. If you do leave any COSH items in the studio, they will be returned to the COSH cabinet. The first point of contact for first aid at Spike Island Studios is your studio technician. If they are not around, contact Spike Island Reception, where Spike Island first aid staff will be able to assist. In the event of an emergency, or if you cannot contact any of the above, phone Frenchay East Reception on 0117 328 9999 or the Emergency Services on 999. They will be able to assist you and get you the help you need. Nominated first aiders are only permitted to administer first aid and not to treat minor illnesses. The UWE studios are open from 9 am to 8 pm Monday to Thursday and 9 am to 5 pm on Fridays. The studios are open every weekday during term time but are closed at the weekends. There will nearly always be a technician present, but you should never be working alone in case of an emergency. If there is no one else in the space, please vacate the studios. If an emergency is to occur and there is not a technician present, the red emergency phones next to the entrance and the tech office go straight through to UWE security, who will be able to support you. When lifting or handling any objects, safe and correct lifting techniques should be used. Only lift what is a comfortable weight. Don't strain yourself. Always work in pairs when maneuvering heavy or awkward objects. Remember, if you're lifting something heavy and it falls, it's going one way, a meeting with your toes. Wear steel toe-cap shoes or suitable footwear, not flip-flops or anything with open toes. Always use a manual handling tool if you can, like a trolley, a sack truck, or a skate. Always lift with your legs, never with your back. All guests to Spike Island Studios must be enrolled at UWE and accompanied by a student of the Fine Arts program throughout their visit. Anyone who is not affiliated with UWE may not be on site unless the university is holding a public event, like the degree show or an open day. In these cases, a risk assessment would have been filled out. Children of UWE students must be closely supervised at all times when visiting the studios. Remember that university buildings are not designed for children, and hazardous materials or activities may be present. We hope we can maintain a happy and healthy studio environment for you to develop your practice in. If you have any questions, you can email spiketech@uwe.ac.uk or come and speak to the technicians directly in the tech office. Thank you.